Hello, my fellow readers. This is I, Dirk Symphony 777, with another fan fiction review. As always, links to the story will be in the description below. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on that bell for notifications. Leave a comment in the comment section below on your thoughts on the story. And finally, this is my opinion. My opinion is not indicative of everyone in the world, so please respect that, as well as make sure to read the story before watching the video. So, this fanfiction review is called, what's it called? Long name. Promise on the Festival Night by Lord of the Land of Fire. That's a mouthful. It is an Elfin light story, and this story was actually recommended to me. I think thanks to the person. It's been a while, so I never got a chance to actually remember the name. But you know who you are. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. So, Elfin lied. Never heard of this manga. Never heard of this anime. I just know it's infamous, and I saw like a clip of like a couple boys beating up and killing a dog, and one of their heads blowing up. I don't know anything about this anime. I just know it has a lot of heads blowing up, from what I heard. So, okay. Let's get the plot out of the way, because because even after finishing the story like a couple days ago, I can't make heads or tails on what am I supposed to be reading. So, the story starts with a girl named Lucy and a boy named Kota celebrating a sort of festival, and they make a promise to see themselves each and every summer for the month of June. And I guess I think in the anime / manga, Kota says the cousin is a boy. Let me explain, because I'm still trying to figure out what the hell Elfin Light is in the first place. The story actually starts with a simple question. Is your cousin a boy or girl? Said Lucy to Kota. I'm guessing in the anime, Kota responds by saying that his cousin was a boy, but in this story, he says that his cousin is a girl. And I'm guessing this kind of changes the events, everything that happens. I don't really know. It's kind of hard to quantify and figure everything out, because it's kind of an AU of an anime that I simply never heard of before even, started reading the story. But that's what I'm going for. And so it starts with Lucy slowly, and this is like a little, apparently like an 8-year-old girl, murdering a lot of people by blowing up their heads and giving them brain aneurysms, because she's going around killing these people, taking all their money, using all the money to specifically spend on Kota, because it turns out she's not human. She's actually some kind of artificial being who kind of has like a weird personality traits and can kind of go psycho at a moment's notice, and Kota's kind of like an anchoring to keep her mildly sane, or as sane as possibly can be, while Kota is unaware. And the story kind of follows these events over Lucy killing all these people for the money to give to Kota, and then using that money to buy a sort of beachfront house, all these expensive sports cars worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, and giving it all to Kota, because she's like, I don't want it, I don't need it, I just need your love, I just want all your stuff. And anyone getting in the way kind of dies, because Lucy kind of has this mindset that if you're not Kota, then all people, regardless of who you are basically there to deceive and lie to you. They want the money. They want to take advantage of her, like rape and stuff like that. And she has the second voice kind of tall in her head that you can't trust anyone. You can't even trust Kota. He'll betray you. Then you're gonna kill him. And then it's all downhill, and I still can't make heads or tails of it. And the story kind of repeats this pattern where Lucy goes around Japan, killing all these people. People are starting to, like, the detective force are actually starting to kind of pay attention. Then she buys this house. Koda's father doesn't really trust her because it's like, you're pulling all these weird things. You have a father who's not here yet you know how to take care of yourself. You have all this money, yet no one's really trying to take advantage of you, which is a really bad thing. It's all shady. Lucy kills the father by dumping him in the train. And then it just keeps repeating this year after year after year. And the task force are kind of finding out about it. They're kind of pulling the strings. They don't know why this 1 month out of the whole year, as like, why the killing stops. Excuse me. And then it eventually ends with Lucy having to come clean, tell Koda what happened right when Lucy's about to basically get killed, and she grabs Koda, jumps over the bridge, and then they go live a nomad's life, like a farmer's life. Basically, the story. As basic as I can make the story. Let's see. Characters, there's just Koda and Lucy. Kind of already actually described Lucy for the most part. She's not all there in the head. She's some kind of like demi-human sort of thing. I don't know. It's hard to describe without knowing. I mean, that's I think the biggest problem with the story is you need to specifically know a lot about Elfin Light specifically, more like all of the Elfin Light. You need to know Lucy's character, you need to know Koda's character, you need to know the plot, you need to know their backstory together, you need to know a lot of the plot threads in the anime / manga to even understand what's going on. And I don't, so that kind of makes it hard for me to try and figure everything out. I kind of got the themes and the ideas and the plot lines. It's just not. It's just a lot of missing blanks that X factors that I don't really know about. Koda. Okay, so Koda is just a normal boy who's really is just happy to hang out with Lucy and starts to have feelings for her, and he's really bland. Like this, Koda doesn't really show up all the time. Like, there's not really a specifically focus on it. It's all on Lucy specifically, and so despite the fact Koda being one of the two main characters, he's not really factored in like half of the story. So take it as you will. Grammar. There's not really any grammar errors. No, wait. There was one single grammar error. One single grammar error. I think in chapter 18. Let me see. There's one. I'm trying to remember. I think there was one. I can't remember. I don't remember specifically what the error is, but I know it's in chapter 18. It's just It's just that one grammar error. That's fine. It's not really a big factor. Just thought I'd mention it. Pacing it is actually paced very well. The story structure is very simple, but it kind of does what it's trying to do with the story of this repeating pattern of murder, safe, and Lucy's fracturing mindset of the fact that she's constantly having to risk losing Koda and her not taking it well, and that her trying to wrap her mind around all this and trying to deceive and trying to keep up this illusion that that she's going to be okay, that her and Coda are going to be together forever, which eventually does happen. But yeah, it's take it what you will. And that's really it with the pacing. Like the pacing's good for what it's trying to convey, and the theme that it's trying to tell, and the story as well. Would I recommend this story? That's admittedly a hard one because, again, this story relies heavily on knowing pretty much everything about what this story is based off. Like, you need to know everything. It's really hard to say. And I tried to watch, like I said, with the clip of the three boys killing the puppy. It's I seem like the type of thing I would get into. I think there's only like, I may give it another shot, just to see what happens. But I wouldn't hold my breath. So in that regard, unless you're either a really hardcore Elfin Light fan, or you're willing to have the time and the energy to watch the entire show so you can figure out everything that's going on. Because again, this story relies very heavily on understanding everything that happens in the anime/manga. You need to have the knowledge of Elfin Light to understand what specifically happened, to get a better understanding of Coda and Lucy's character, to get a true grasp of everything that happens. And that's other than that, unless it's one of those two things, I wouldn't recommend it. It's just there's not really enough substantial things happening, mainly because I think it's too short and we don't have a deep dive enough into Lucy's character. Hence why I said you need to know all this stuff from what it's based off to have a better understanding on the story as is. It just makes recommending this kind of a very gray area, because like, you either recommend it and you have to lay these very heavy caveats of having to have specific knowledge of everything that happens in the manga or the anime, depending on which one you watch, or not recommend it and kind of act like a dick for saying that implying that the story might be bad when the story's not really that bad. It's a weird gray area. Favorite part? Not really anything. There's just nothing that stands out to me. That's fine. And finally, what would I change? I think the best thing I can do to change it would probably be make it more accessible to people without having to go through the hoops of having to watch an entire anime to figure out the stuff that's going on. So probably make it a little bit longer, maybe go a little bit more in depth on Lucy's character and her mindset, and that's pretty much it. Like, it's fine. Like I said, it's just expanding. Like, it's just a simple expansion. Like, you don't even, at 50,000 words, it's short enough that, you could probably get away with expanding some of it. That you can just go, here's an extra 20,000, just going more into depth of Lucy's character and the specific stuff she's trying to do and how she's wandering around Japan and all that. That's it. So, promise on the festival night. Okay, story. Don't have anything substantial about it. I will have to say that I do have one more fanfiction lined up. It's a Mario fanfiction. And after that, I'm going to be having to take a little bit break, like a month, hopefully, mainly from fanfiction reviews, because one, I don't have any more fanfictions to review after this. Like, I really don't. Two, I got to figure out how I'm going to set I want to have a concrete setup, so I need some time to figure out where I'm going to have everything set up, whether it be in my mom's house or in the car or something. There's also a big thing that's happening involving a job possibility in another country. I'm going to leave it at that. And finally, I want to focus on the gamings. I want to focus on finishing Devil Survivor Overclocked. So a lot of videos after the Mario Fanfiction will be the Devil Survivor Let's Play. Mainly because I want to actually beat the game, and I keep hating that I have to put it on the back burner. I do have, other than that, I do have like one or two other videos relating to other stuff, but yeah, that'll be it for possibly for until possibly not October. That's like 3-month gap. I don't know, but I'll see you. But I'll be still uploading as best as I can. So I'll see you next time. This has been Dark Symphony 777 and cut.